to protect your soul.
All right, let's get the mic check out of the way. Looks like it's working on my end. I got the good sweetness. Way too much sugar. I won't even read how many grams, but that's okay. I'm a Southern boy. Go for an extra jog. When you can't drink coffee, drink some tea. So what's up? Give me a something something in the chat if you can hear me. Oh, sweet. Perfect. Awesome, guys. Let's see. We got this over here. I got a chat window. I'm going to give it 2 minutes. I streamed early. Been a while. Been a while since we streamed. Questions have been a little less, I think, with the course and the information and everything. I think that's just been awesome. So I'll probably stream these kind of streams a little less, but we got some videos coming out. Target is this weekend. It could, you know, depending on life, could take a little longer, but we got some really good stuff coming out. So, oh, 5 grams of sugar. Oh, nice. I'm rocking 42 grams. Southern boys coming out at me. Anyway, good stuff. I'm like watching the clock, like ready to get started. Some of the things I'm going to go over in this video will be how to win with the Jayson Capser trades. I'm just going to give a quick little overview. I'm going to be putting more information out on our docs. On how to win those. Those are my bread and butter. People always ask, you know, how do you, what's the best strategy, you know? And I've definitely built some amazing Autobots and, you know, but man, nothing beats just trading Jay's levels, really. So I want to encourage you guys and show you guys how to do that. So cool. We'll go over some newcomer stuff, point you guys in the right direction. But really quick, as I'm waiting, because I'm going to go ahead and get the stream started, I want to give a couple shout outs, and I know I'm going to miss some people. All right. So forgive me if I miss you. I really want to give a shout out to all of our moderators. I don't think you guys realize how much we appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Of course, all the admin team, you know, everybody, just amazing. The help, unbelievable. You know, Benton Building, TACBots, you know, you guys are amazing. This community is just, it's awesome. Wouldn't be able to do it without you. And I do want to give a special shout out to Dwarf Switch, who is working like crazy to get us. We're still going to be connected to Bybit. There are a lot of people I know aren't even having issues at all because they've already KYC'd. But those who are in a position where they can't KYC, we are connecting to FIMX. Our goal shortly after that is to go to MEXC. Hope I said that right with my dyslexia. And also BitGet. And then I'm going to be hunting down some exchanges that trade stocks, crypto, and Forex. So if anybody knows or wants to make some suggestions, you can feel free to DM me or you can tag me in the Discord. Where I want one exchange that does it all. Right? So let me know. It does have to have friendly APIs because some exchanges just honestly kind of have some janky API stuff going on, so we can't connect to them all. But if you got any suggestions, let me know. I'm looking for stocks, forex, and crypto. And even if the crypto is like, you know, only the top 20 or 10, you know, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and whatever, right? Even if it's only like a small selection, that's okay, right? That'll still work because you can still have one exchange for all three, and then you can trade the major pairs, and then we can do like MEXC for something that trades like everything because they hold a ton of coins. So with that, shout out to everybody, Jayson Capser, all of our crew, the CFB community. You guys come up with some of the greatest things that this bot does. So keep the, you know, suggestions coming, keep asking the questions. And if it sounds like someone is being like slaughtered in the background, we're just having like, I think what is going to turn into a slumber party. I have a house full of girls, nobody's dying, it's all excitement, and they're all happy. But I'm kind of wondering what that sounds like over the phone or over the mic, even with this mic, which does pretty good at canceling everything out. So I don't know what you guys can hear, but if you hear some screaming, don't worry. No reason to swat me. Everyone's alive and fine. Cool, guys. Let's do this. All right. Let's go live. So, some of my favorite trades that did not happen. I'm just gonna be real. We hit this high up here. I was anticipating that we would come up actually here. I thought we were gonna come up a little bit of a divergence. I didn't think we were gonna go up this high. I thought maybe we would top just below, right? Or I've actually, you can see this is why I put the alert here. I thought we would, you know, tip these candles just a little bit and then get this major rejection. And I set the alert and it never happened. It just, you know, and I was working, I was doing some network deployment. I opened it up and it was literally down here. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That was the short I was looking for. And then right here, I went to go long, but I couldn't. Actually, I had all of my crypto in transition. So I was moving everything. So it was just too much to like open this account, do this, move it, what, you know, whatever. So I said, all right, fine. So what I had sitting waiting on the trade, I had already initiated transfer. I was hoping it would be over anyway, whatever. So I just had it in a hard wallet. I had to move it back, but missed this one too. Then I was wanting to short, you know, if we pumped up, but I was sleeping during all this, like was not paying attention to the charts. So good stuff. You know, and all these, you know, were Capser setups too. So, you know, I was just, you know, cherry picking and setting up the bot, but you know, I was having issues setting up the bot because I had moved everything out. Like I said, some people were affected by KYC, some weren't. So, all right. So, let's go over it today. Let's go over no background noise. How is that possible, man? Well, that's good to hear. All right, Mike, you're doing your thing. You were worth every penny, and believe me, it's not an expensive mic. Just a Blue Yeti, like $100. But it's doing its job. All right, so what we got? J Capser trades. Okay. One of my favorite things to do. As you see, we've got this up here, right? We've got the new custom strategies library. We got the risk to reward calculator. This is what the videos are going to be coming out on. How to use this, when to use it, how to use it, you know, things like that. So you can log into your Gmail and you can actually download a copy of this, use it for yourself, you know, whatever. But I mean, this is something I recommend. You know, like I'm not a big spreadsheet guy. Like I don't fill in every trade like I should. Like I do have a trading journal and I'm not very diligent with it. But at least when you're starting off or you don't know what your, you know, risk to reward and your closing ratio and your win rate is, if you don't know those things, then you probably want to hit this to understand what your experience and your strategy and your trading, what you're expecting from yourself, right? That way you know. Okay. sometimes I have to keep the cowboy under control, because I will start doubling down, and I will start doing stuff like that. And yeah, sure, once in a while it works out great, and you slam dunk. And then sometimes, yeah, you like go for that, windmill dunk, and then it just like bricks off the back of the net or off the back of the rim, and you trip, fall, and get your hand stuck in the net, and there you are hanging in front of everybody while they're laughing at you. So for real, just understand, what your win rate is, what your R&R is, kind of have an idea, because these numbers do play. You ask Casper or CryptoFace or, people, they can almost spit out basically about what they do, right? Even though maybe they don't run trading journals, but they can tell you what their R&R average is. They can kind of give you an idea. So that's just something, that needs to be done for sure, especially if you're newer, and probably should do it anyway. But anyway, the custom strategy library, this is just something we've been building, putting together. Dr. Bot, man, just an amazing moderator. It puts together, information in such a way that I can't compete with this, right? Like I said, I'm a little more cowboy, and not quite this organized. So that's why we're a team. So here you go. If you wanted to know what he's using currently, this is the one. We're also going to put his older one on here as well. So we're working on that. It was just something a lot of people had a lot of success with it, and so on. So what I want to go over is, I made a video a little while ago, so you can just go watch this, but I kind of wanted to just kind of give an overview. If I'm looking for a BCT swing trade, right? Usually what I'm looking for confirmations, okay? 4 hour overbought, oversold, or 1 hour overbought, oversold. Usually I pick one of those. I've been known to pick the 2 hour and the 3 hour. Like I said, I'm a little cowboy. I don't have a spreadsheet with perfect numbers. I tend to kind of feel things out, but I do pick a overbought, oversold, so that way I can make sure that I'm at least on the end of the momentum that I want, right? I do hunt down a div. So if I'm looking for a swing trade, usually a 1 hour div is pretty solid, in my experience and the way I trade. And the 12-minute div as well. A lot of times I will hit the 12-minute money flow, or even the 1 minute money flow if I'm trying to snipe the entry. Honestly, on a swing trade, I'm not trying to snipe the entry as much. I'm not trying to hit the candle wick, because this is a trade that has been thought about, planned out. Jay usually does most of the TA for me, and you guys know that. Being a part of his community, you can see, his setups, and, you can understand why he's picking the level. You can even open his charts. Honestly, guys, I can do all that, and I do all that because I trade the NAS as well. So, like, my NAS chart looks like an absolute horrendous mess. Okay. So same thing, right? I'm pockets of control, naked pockets of control. I'm looking for highs and lows of the volume area. Like, I'm doing all that. But for Bitcoin, man, he really sets us up for it. So I tend to lean on those charts, and I've learned to trust them. So, yeah. So like, here's just an example. The 4 hour, I would add, what I'm looking for the confirmations. Now, if I'm going for more of a intraday setup, I treat pretty much anything that's not a swing trade, I treat it as a scalp. And, if I'm actually in front of the chart, like on the NAS, I will treat a swing trade entry as a scalp, because I don't want to lose, right? So BCT scalp trading setup confirmations. So I'm looking for a 12-minute div. Sometimes, I'm going to put this in here, sometimes I'll have like an overbought, oversold, maybe on the 30-minute or something. So sometimes that's an iffy. I'm just going to put this in here sometimes. 3-minute money flow, or 6-minute or 12-minute money flow. It just depends on, what kind of level it is. How much confluence do I have there? If I'm looking at a golden pocket with a naked pocket of control, at a daily level, you know, or something like that, and there's just a bunch of stacked confluences, I'm probably not going to be very picky on my confirmations. You know what I'm saying? There are times that I'm like 12-minute div, good enough for me, and that's the only confirmation I get. But the reason why I do that is because I've gone in, I've looked at the level, I've assessed the level, I've looked at how much volume was there in the past. I might even be looking at open interest, you know, that had been at that level in the past, you know, and then how many confirmations or confluences I have there, not confirmations, confluences. So, for example, let's just say we got, you know, Jay's level, right? Let's just say he posts this level. He says, hey guys, I'm looking to short this, right? And it's this, it's a naked pocket of control, it's a weekly, it's this, you know, and it's like a, you know, 80% setup, it's looking good. You know, I might just do a 12-minute, you know, div. As long as I get my div, I want to set this up, I want it to go. You know, I don't want to be stopped by money flow when it's got a bunch of stacked, you know, confluences, okay? So if a lot of what I'm saying doesn't make sense, I really highly recommend you take Jay's course, and then you'll understand. So hopefully a lot of that is making sense, okay? So that's how I assess the different types of trades, on how I trade. So I also look for like 6-minute div, 3-minute div. And this is the one that there are times where I'm hunting the 1 minute. So if I'm actually at the charts and I see and I'm actually watching and it comes up into here, I might be hunting a 1 minute div and 1 minute money flow coming down in that area. Like I'm waiting for it. That's like what I'm looking at. I'm on the 1 minute chart, I'm looking. If I'm botting it, usually it's just like 12-minute, you know, and then a couple of other things. So feel free to ask questions about this, but that's, you know, just some of the things I'm going to put in here. I'm going to expand on this a little bit more. So a couple of other things I want to add in here is I'm going to go a little deeper into this kind of stuff. And I really want to teach people how to win mathematically. So I have a friend who is a professional level trader. Like he's done it his entire life. He's worked on trade floor. He's worked here. He's a financial guy. He's got a financial degree, whatever. Like he blows me out of the water. He just totally smokes me out of the water. Funny thing is, the guy will tell you, you know, stay away from Bitcoin. You can't trade it. True if you're using, you know, like bull flags and, you know, like patterns and stuff, which you can do a lot of that, like in the stock market. There's a lot of patterns that'll play out and you can, you know, trade W's and M's and all kinds of stuff. And it's pretty reliable. But what I want to say is his win rate is like 42%. So his win rate is 42%. And he's been trading for a living for, well, I'm kind of old. I was going to say my whole, like my life, but yeah, probably at least a couple decades. So roughly around 42% is his close rate. And he wins all the time, makes money all the time, easy. Kind of, you know, because I've done some live trading sessions with him and it's just kind of like, wow. Anyway, so I know a lot of times win rate is big, and win rate is big, but win rate can be totally, you can have 80% win rate and just totally get destroyed because you're losing too much. So rule of thumb with him, he says, if I'm going to risk $100, I'm going to make 300 on my trade. That's what he shoots for. And he likes to close around 50% of the time. So he says he has months where he closes in the 70 percentile range, you know, which is crazy months for him. But, you know, just to put that in perspective, like risk 100 to make 300. And that's kind of a minimal. So what I like to do is, you know, when we come up to a level like this, right, to keep my risk low, you know, okay, let's just say I get in here on the retest, right? Let's say I didn't even try and snipe the 1 minute, right? If I put this above here, and what he's saying is that's my target, right? that would be his target trade. All right. Now, he's not trading Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a little different. So there's a little bit different expectations with stuff. Stocks and stuff he trades doesn't quite, doesn't do stuff like this. Okay. But we know that this is the kind of stuff that happens pretty consistently, right? So when you take profit here, here, and here, your actual R&R is probably about there, right? After you average in or you average out. So you're probably about there. So that would be like a 1 to 5, 1 to 4. All right. Hopefully that's making sense. So one thing that I've been working to do, I lock my trades in because I would rather get stopped out than lose, right? I actually had one. I'll tell you guys about this. I hope this is cool. I'm going over this stuff with you guys. So where was it? It was Bit. It was Bit. Aha. It wasn't this dump. It was this one. I literally entered. Yeah, that's the short. I literally entered. I believe I entered the short right here. Right? It was actually like we dropped, and on the close of this candle I entered, and I knew it was going to retrace a little, but it was fine, right? So what are we looking at? We're looking at the 1 hour charts here, and I believe I put it like right above here, my stop loss, right? So it was like 0.7, so it wasn't even like, the risk was so little, not even a big deal. And I was doing this for a couple of reasons. One, what did we know about Bybit right around here? We knew what was going to happen, right? So I was thinking, hey, potentially a lot of people are going to be yanking out and whatever, so I kind of anticipated a little bit of a dump here. And so here it was. So here was the trade. And I bought it. It enters. It gets locked in down here. And it literally, I believe it was one of these two wicks, knocked me out. And I didn't even know. I had my DMs muted, and I just, was like, whatever. But same thing. If I had taken profit myself, I would have moved it into stop loss, locked it in. But it just knocked me out. And I think I came to the charts and saw like the drop, and I was like, no way, that's crazy. Like I was so excited because I knew where I'd gotten in at, and then I realized I got stopped out. So that's what it was. But those have been my not so successful stories lately. Almost every trade in the past like 2 weeks or whatever has just been like, this hasn't happened. But I mean, if I had hit that, it was a good trade. It was because the risk was so small, I was going in responsibly heavy, I'll say that. But anyway, so breathing room is important. But yeah, so I actually went to get back in down here once we bounced from here and we came up, but I was waiting. I was not waiting at the wick. I was waiting at the close right here. So that was my next short entry. And of course, as you see, we didn't quite come back. Anyway, that's how it goes. Any questions so far? I'm just kind of going over what I do, some of my thought processes and stuff. So look for these videos. These are going to be great. You can click through these custom strategies. This one, I have a custom indicator that we built, that we coded ourselves a long time ago, but I need to get the actual strategy together. So this was actually a good one for consolidation areas. So like that Bollinger Band one, like, you know, in here would have rocked right in that area. You know, that would have been a good area. And it actually shuts itself off when it does stuff like this. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. But it actually measures the width and the spread of the Bollinger Bands, and it'll trade inside. But as soon as the Bollinger Bands spread from like spike volatilities and stuff, then it shuts itself off. It won't trade. And you can kind of pick like, you know, big time frame, low time frame, you know, like how sensitive the Bollinger Bands are and stuff. But definitely want to get that out, get that indicator to you guys as well. I know Benton did some, I have not looked at it at all, but the Lorenzo classification with some, I always call it a Spitfire, but whatever he calls that fire, that'll be awesome. So I think one of the guys in the community was looking at that and making trades with it. So yeah, a lot of exciting stuff going on. But I want to put out some more educational stuff on risk to reward, you know, understanding some of the psychology of trading a little bit, you know, and just kind of, I just think, you know, just from a lot of the conversations I've had, I think a lot of people can benefit from it. And it's something that I constantly have to remind myself, right? Like just the other day, I got lucky, but I kind of doubled down because I was in a losing position, and I got lucky because it actually reversed. But if it hadn't, that loss would have really been unacceptable. And like, I actually kind of like grounded myself from trading for the rest of the day, and like, you know, really like, of course, it ended up being in the green, so you know, whatever. I could be like, oh, that was great, you know, and yeah, I made a ton of money. But no, in all reality, if that had gone against me, then that would have been not okay. So got to remember that. That's actually why I only keep a certain amount in my trading account. I don't keep all of my, you know, crypto together. That's why I was moving it around. And even though I was waiting on some trades to happen, I kind of forgot I had in transition, but because I was moving away from Bybit, KYC. It is what it is. So, any questions on the actual bot? I know we only have a couple people watching. I know some will watch this later. I have a ton of live streams, a ton of videos on how to set it up, you know, what this stuff means, you know, signal type, the bot, you know, like, you know. So just let me know if you have any questions on that. Hanson, what's up, man? I should have been reading. I guess I read the no background noise, but what's up, buddy? You're still there. But yeah, hopefully that made sense. Hopefully you guys can come here, you know, learn some stuff. This was the guy who made the Lorenzo classification. This is someone who figured out how to make an 80% win rate with it, they claim. I did not look at the R&R and do the R&R math, because like I said, you know, you can lose money with a 90% win rate. Promise you. If you're losing $500 a trade and you're only making $100 when you win, obviously 90% is not going to cut it either. So, because one loss knocks out like 5 or 6 wins. But here's how you can set it up, and here's how it can work. I would always test these indicators on a lower time frame just to make sure you get the functionality you want, that the alerts fire the way you want, because obviously these aren't our scripts, so we don't know 100%. Like, I've played with it and it seemed to work, but I would just check it, right? Because there's always updates, there's always things that happen. Yeah, so there's the Lorenzo classification. Yeah, Lux Algo just kind of talks about how to, you know, set things up. If you have this subscription, I did have it. I did cancel it only because I wasn't using it, but they seem to have a good product. A lot of people like it. So you can check this out. Very heavily marketed. A lot of their indicators are kind of really basic. They just rename a few things, but they do have some, you know, some good functionality, and they do have some kind of auto buy and sell trend I would say Autobots that you could just like drop the scripts on and it would be super easy. But I would want to pay very close attention if you were going to use something like that, especially on a low time frame, because you could walk away and get, you know, a ton of losses like in a row. If the trend pulls against you and you get a bunch of, you know, false signals. But good indicator. You guys just keep sending me indicators. We'll keep testing them out. We'll keep checking them out, seeing what works for the bot. If you are brand new, or if you just want to know about this trading bot, you can just go to the getting started. Well, if you have a subscription, you can come here, read about the trade setups, the walkthrough videos, the short educational videos. You can just like hit this YouTube channel here, look at the getting started, and then look at the helpful shorts. Those two, the videos are short and really to the point. You don't have to spend a bunch of time like this on a live stream. You can just go there, see how it works, see if it fits your style. And yeah, we do still currently have a 14-day free trial, so you can check it out for free, see if you like it. Cool. I've been itching to short. Been absolutely itching to short. So itching. I did short this. This was one I did catch back here because there was a really big head and shoulders. Right. I ended up shorting. I missed this entry and I caught this, which was technically better. I ended up kind of lucking out because I was looking to do it here, but it had a delayed entry. I think where I had the alert set and then I had to move it when it didn't hit because I had it too high. No. I think what it was is confirmations. No, because I put it here. It was on these bar closes, the bunch of bar closes right here. So it was there, but confirmations didn't hit until right there. That's what it was. So there you go. That was a decent one. I know I snatched profit right here. And then I believe I just ended up selling out down here completely because I really didn't anticipate to go that far down. I think yeah, that's right, because I anticipated about here from all of this back here. So I pretty much got out when we came down. We bounced, we came up. I believe I ended up selling down here because I thought we were going to bounce a little higher, but I was very happy with that. That was a good risk to reward there. But yeah, I'm just glad to stream, glad to hang out with you guys. Excited. Got a bunch of cool stuff coming. And people are really kicking butt with the bot, man. I'll tell you what. Sometimes better than me. For sure. I'm really curious what's going to happen here. Need to watch me some Jay Capser videos. Get me some good TA. But I think I'm going to just end the stream here. If you guys have questions, definitely pop into the Discord. Some housekeeping stuff. I know there's only a few people on, but I know I got a few moderators. I'm going to be cleaning up permissions in the Discord, and anyone who's not an actual active member, we're going to get rid of our visitor role just for security purposes. So be looking for that to come. If you, and I'm actually going to announce this in the Discord, if you get your permissions removed by accident and you're an actual active member, all you need to do is DM me. It's not a big deal. We'll fix it right away for you. So cool. Like I said, I'm going to be dropping the stream. If you guys got any last minute questions, now would be the time. Hit me up in the Discord. Appreciate our moderators, man, so much. Crypto Tom, you got to DM me, man. I got something for you. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great weekend. And a lot of people say like stay safe out there, but you know, maybe live dangerously, but trade safe. Definitely trade safe. I'll say that much. Don't be like cowboying it. It's hard not to do, man. That emotion's no joke. You take Jay's course, talk about the emotional aspects of trading. Don't revenge trade. There you go. That's actually what I did, and I got lucky, and I was very lucky. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've actually done that, so even the more kind of skilled you get, you're still susceptible to that kind of stuff. Well, cool, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being a part of CFB. If you're not a part of CFB, I am actually going to be creating a separate Discord for visitors to come in and ask questions. It'll just be something like transitional. You'll come in, you'll say hi, answer some questions, show you how to sign up, move on. But we're going to be closing our public Discord, and it'll be strictly for paying members, pretty much. There's just, you know, Discord's just full of scammers, and you know, we're just going to tighten down security just to protect everybody better. So appreciate you guys. Yeah, man, take care. I'll see you in the Discord.
Superhero.